that is the very first time that I've ever failed academically, or failed when it meant. We wrote a corporations exam, and I left that exam and I didn't finish. And I left the exam thinking, yeah, no, this one is not going to go well for me. And on the results day, I said I'm not going to look at marks because I just know that corporations.
And
that one. I get an email from my bursary, right? She says that you've been reselected for 2026 academic year, but Dayas, I knew then why there's a but, and it broke me. And for someone that also held doing well to who they are, not doing well.
Wait, you said what? Sorry.
So doing well is kind of your thing.
Sure.
And now you don't do well. Abongile, I even searched.
What?
How to deal with failure.
You lie.
I promise you.
What are the lessons that you learned from that?
The lesson that I learned from that is that I'm not exempt from failure.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not exempt from it.
Hello everybody. My name is Abongile Ngoya and welcome to The Pursuit of Wisdom. And today we have my wonderful friend Sane. Hi. How are you, Sane?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited for you to be here today.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you are one of the first few people I told about this series. We met at
Yes. I feel so honored. Like,
Really?
I'm just imagining when it's grown. I'm like, I was in the beginning process of all this. So
no, man,
thank you for inviting me.
I really appreciate that you are here. We are here to talk about something really heavy, but we are here to demystify it actually, or reimagine it.
Yes. Yeah.
But before we start, I do want us to read the scripture, and I want you to tell me if you heard of it, what do you think about it, you know? And it reads, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and who have been called according to his purpose. It's in Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those kind of famous common scriptures. Yeah, I've heard of it. And when I think of it, like, I guess it just shows that God really cares about his people. And that really, it's just reminding me of the verse, like, do not worry. All you have to do is seek the kingdom and righteousness, and all else will follow, right? So I think it just reminds me of that also, that the Lord is intentional, the Lord cares, the Lord sees. And because of that, everything of his people will work for their good.
Yeah, the reason why I specifically chose this one, because it ties exactly with what we're going to be talking about. That all things, not just the good things, but all things, even and I'm going to put inverted commas, bad things, because in hindsight, you will realize that they were not actually bad. They just had to work together for the good. Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about failures.
Okay.
Failure is such a thing that we don't want to talk about. Like on social media, we only share the successes.
Yes.
Who says Zuguti I failed? We only hear about them.
LinkedIn post, you see. I'm happy to announce, and so
nobody says I'm happy to announce that I'm repeating.
I've never heard of that. I know.
You know, they know they're celebrated, and today we're saying cheers to that failure.
Yeah.
I just want to know why come to this international podcast and talk about failure.
I think the reason why I said yes is because I think talking about failure, as you said, is such a rare experience. Like, you never really sit down and really talk about the failures that you went through. It's always about, if you're talking about them, you're talking about them just to speak about maybe the successes of it, but not really dwell out the emotions of how you felt during that process. So I said yes because I just wanted to also learn from myself and kind of unpack my own feelings about failure and how I view it, you know, because I may have it in my mind but not have actually spoken it out. So I just want to learn that about myself, but also learn from others too, from their failures and how they navigated through them, because it is through those conversations then that you're able to maybe, if you experience failure, deal with it better,
Yeah.
and not wallow into it. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I
Yeah.
agreed to come here.
And thank you so much. I think just to calm down, in your own understanding, like, what is failure? What is failure to Sunny?
Yes, to me. So failure to me is when I set a goal or achievement for myself, and then I simply do not reach that.
Okay.
That is my
Okay.
definition of failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Reaching the goal, not reaching the goal is failure.
Yes, not reaching the goal.
Not reaching,
Yes.
because falling before you reach the goal is not the failure. Ine?
Yeah.
Do you
no.
get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Falling in the pursuit of the goal is not failure to me. Because you can always pick yourself up and improve.
Yeah.
But not reaching the goal for me is how I define failure. Yeah.
I think, actually, now that you're saying it like that, because I used to say, Wuti, not achieving the goal to me is not failure. It just, sometimes also it means redirection. What if you were redirected to go another way, and now you just have to, like, say, for example, you wanted to be a doctor, but then things happen and now you are a lawyer, stuff like that. Do we say now you failed at being a doctor?
That's a good
Or
one.
were
Yes.
you redirected to being a lawyer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it just depends how you look at it.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I gave that definition for myself is just based on my experiences. But like when you put it in that specific manner, I think I can see how
Or
it
maybe
could be
failure
defined
is
that way.
giving up also. I thought about it.
Yes.
Failure is giving
actually.
up. Yeah.
Yes, it is giving up.
Is falling and never
No.
standing up again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that is failure.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us back to the earliest memory. And I say earliest, or the one that you remember, earliest memory of failure. And of course it was with your parents. I'm assuming, like, they also saw that failure.
Yes, yes.
Like, how did everybody interact
Yes.
with that situation and
Yeah.
stuff like that? Yeah.
You know, when you reach out to me about this failure thing, there's one
Sure.
memory I think was my first. It's not even my first. I probably had failed before, but this one kind of stuck with me. And I think it also stuck with my family because I didn't realize how much how much I cared about this. So in primary school, so which is grade 4 to grade 7, so secondary school, I went to the same school, Kingsbridge High School for girls, and then the following year I went to high school, grade 8, right? So when you go to high school, there are more clubs that are offered by the school, right? One of them is debating, right?
Okay.
So I really got into debating, and during the beginning of the year there are trials because we go to like an event in Hudson Park, which is like a tournament of some sort, right?
Okay.
So this specific week we had trials. So basically a trial is a simulation of the debate, whereas there's a proposition, there's the opposition, right? And then you come to present. And I presented.
You're in primary here?
No, I'm in high
High
school
school.
because debating is in high school.
Okay.
So I'm in high school, grade 8.
Okay.
So grade 8 or grade 9, not sure. So I do my presentation. I'm absolutely terrible in hindsight now. I'm absolutely terrible because like I was shouting. I was shouting and not necessarily getting my point across. Didn't know how to address the audience correctly, the judges and my opposition correctly. So it was just, in hindsight, it was a mess. But when I did it then, I was like, I did this and I ate. Okay.
I mean, duh. I mean, duh.
I did this and I ate, So then after that, they tell people, okay, who's going to go to Hudson, who's not going to go to Hudson.
Sure.
And then I didn't make it. So now the between hearing the news and me going home, I don't remember. But when I do remember, when I got home that day, my mom parked the car and then I went out. I don't know what even triggered this whole thing, but I just started crying.
Sure.
Like profusely. I was just crying. And then I was letting it out. I wasn't chosen to go to Hudson, and I really wanted to go to Hudson back then. Like it was like my dream school.
Yes.
Like I'm not able to go to Hudson, and I
Sure.
was crying. And at that moment, my mom was shocked. She didn't realize how much this meant
This
to me.
Hudson, yeah.
But what I appreciate about it is that she came with it with so much sympathy. Like she was like, no, it's okay. It's you're gonna improve. And also my mother's uncle was also there to see this, and he died recently, and he said that he will never forget that day.
Sure.
Right? And I never forgot that day.
Yeah.
So I think that
Yeah.
was my most my failure that just stuck with me.
Yeah. Growing up, like, what were the expectations from your parents? Like, did you meet those expectations in high school, in primary? I want to know, like, why was this Hudson such a
thing? Yeah.
Was it your personal choice, or did they expect you to like go to Hudson and stuff?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It wasn't an expectation from my mom that you have to go to Hudson. It's on me. And I think for me, all the pressure comes from me. It never comes from my parents, never comes from my family.
why?
So I put a lot of pressure on myself. Yeah.
Is it because maybe you have more capabilities, or you feel like I can do this?
I genuinely think it's because I can do it.
Yeah.
And I think I get upset with myself if I'm not able, if I don't achieve something because I know that I can do it. It's like kind of fighting with your own self, you know?
Yeah, I
But
remember.
yeah.
I also remember, hey guys, these competitions, you see this competition
Yeah.
in high school? They will
bring out. Yeah.
They will kill us.
Yeah.
Because even for me, we had, do you know Science Expo?
No,
There was this Science Expo thing that was happening in my high school.
Yeah.
Now we presented our things, you know, like that. So it's the science. You have to do something sciencey. So we didn't present. Okay, fine. And guess what? Oh God, even sharing the story it brings me back.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I think I misheard my number. I thought it was my number being called for gold.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was prize giving. So my number, I thought my number was called, but
Yeah.
my number was not called. The person next to me was called
Yeah.
or something. I don't know what happened, but I misread the numbers or stuff.
Yeah.
I misheard the numbers. And I mean, I accepted the award, blah, blah, and happy. And the gold was enough for everybody, so they didn't even see that
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
you were not supposed to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Three weeks later, now it's time to go to the regionals or stuff like that to move on to the next round.
Yes.
My name is not in the paper. How? I'm gold. They searched and searched and searched and to find out that no, it was just a mistake.
Yeah.
Yo, Sani. Yo. Andalila. Yo. I cried up until I didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
I remember just parents comforting me and telling me, no, good, you're enough. But I was like, no ways.
Yeah.
For me, it was the shame that came with it, that I accepted a gold award. For you, does it come with shame, failure at that time?
At that time.
Yeah.
Does it come with? No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's just not achieving the goal.
I think at that time it didn't come with shame.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why it didn't come with shame is how my mom received me with the news and how my mom's uncle also, Udamkulu, received the news. So it wasn't something that I was shameful about. Never felt shameful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're going to talk about that
Yes.
later. We're going to talk a lot about it later.
But like I think maybe later on, failure did become a bit shameful for me.
Yes, we're going to talk about that because I know.
Yes.
Especially in this institution.
Yo.
We're going to talk about that. It's still coming.
Yeah.
I asked you to prepare one failure, like recently or stuff like that, that I feel like it really shaped how you view your life, how you view your degree, how you view your value in this life. Because guys, failure really does really shift your perspective. Like it hits you.
It does.
You know, just share with us.
So the failure that I recently had was exams. So we wrote a corporations exam, 2025, ne? Last year was 2025,
Yes.
And I left that exam and I didn't finish.
Sure.
I didn't finish and I left the exam thinking, no, this one is not going to go well for me, right? But praying nevertheless, you know, that Lord, I don't know where, but like, can I please just pause? Because that's just what I wanted at that point. Cool. Marks come out.
Sure.
I have a sup. And I received those news while I was working. So I was working at Bargain Books during December. So on the results day, I said I'm not going to look at marks because I just know that corporations
And
that one.
oh.
That corporations it didn't go well for me. So I said I'm not gonna look at my thingy, my emails, my mocks. But then because I'm connected to Wi-Fi and you take out your phone and Outlook, it pops
Come
up.
on.
I get an email from my bursary, right, Gabby? It's at UCT, and she says that you've been reselected for 2026 academic year, but Dayaz, I knew there why there's a but, and I went to my emails and then I saw the S. That is the very first time that I've ever failed academically, or failed when it meant, right?
Yeah,
and
I hear you.
and it broke me. It literally broke me. I was luckily on my break, went out, literally walking in the mall crying, and someone could see like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I just left and I was crying. Went to the corner to just cry by myself. Called my sister, told her what happened, and I was just crying. I've never experienced this before. This is all new. And for someone that also held doing well to who they are, not
Okay.
doing well, kind of.
Wait, is it what? Sorry.
So doing well is kind of your thing,
Sure.
and now you don't do well. Like
Sure.
it's yeah. So it hit me. Then my sister came. Luckily, she was in the mall. She comforted me. Whatever. I felt better, and I was like, okay, no. Now I have to just focus on the sup, and just writing the sup, and just pulling it through it. And that is the recent failure that I had, which is that sup. But to fast forward things, turns out actually the faculty made a mistake.
Sure.
I hadn't actually failed. They just entered my marks incorrectly. But I still classified it as a failure because it felt real. It felt real. From December, when did marks get released on the 20th, right?
19.
19th?
Yeah, 19, 20, yeah.
From that day until January, I think the 8th, that failure was real. That failure was reality to me. And I went through it, like through all the emotions. I remember when I got the news on the 19th, and then the 20th, I still had to go to work. I was like, I don't want to even go to work. I just want to sit and feel sorry for myself. But I still had to show up. And that was much. Actually going to work, even if you failed, it did good for me, just to be connected with people. But as I was saying, that failure was real to me.
Sure.
And
I can feel it now. I can feel it.
No, it was real.
I can feel it.
It was a failure that I've never.
Very well academically.
Yes, I do
So I
do
can-
well
yeah.
academically. So that to me felt like a dent. Abongile, I even searched.
What?
How to deal with failure.
You lie.
I promise you.
You lie.
Yeah. I searched how to deal with failure because I was like, I have never experienced this before. But yeah.
Wait, I know that you're doing law now, but did you intend from high school to come and do law? Because I know that you first started had to do
Yes,
something.
yes.
How was that? Like, tell us with that. And was that not something that you wanted to achieve when it comes to failure and stuff like that?
So actually, like, when you grow up and people throw careers at you, you should do this and this. It was kind of that thing. Applied for law at UCT Law School, and I didn't get it, right? For straight law. Then I got it vets for combined LLB or whatever. But I finally decided, let me come here. Which here, how it works is that you come in, you take first year majors, right, in the humanities faculty, and then if you receive a certain GPA, then you get to the law faculty. So when I came here first year, I did all humanities courses, did well, got a good GPA, and then they accepted me into law. So law, to answer your question, law is something that I was interested in, but like, when you're in high school, you say you're interested in something, but you don't really know what it exactly entails. So I think I got interested in law when I started doing it. When I started doing law, the first year was the best year of it was the best. Like, I said, okay, I'm supposed to be, like, I enjoyed law school
Wait, last
so
year?
much. No.
The
first year of law school. First year of law school.
Which one?
So that was 2020. We started in 2022, right?
Oh, you mean like your first year?
No.
Oh.
So 2023, remember in the 2022, you just take humanities courses, and then when you get a good GPA in second year, you can take law. So it was 2023 was my first year in law school. Enjoyed it so much. I did politics also. I was like, no, I don't like this. I want to do this. I really became to fall in love with the law. Yeah.
Okay, going back. The reason why I was asking, I was trying
Yes.
to maybe get, is you not going straight into law, was it classified for you as ish, like, or for you it was just like, it's okay, I'll get there?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a failure at all.
Okay, great.
It wasn't a failure at all.
Because I know somebody like who didn't get into it, they
Yeah.
classify it as a failure for them.
No, it wasn't a failure because also I had done my research and I've heard that it's way better to get in through the combined stream rather than going straight LLB because it can be too overwhelming. So it wasn't a failure at all that time.
Okay, now going back to that experience. Oh my gosh. Yo!
Yeah.
Girl, go to our guys. University will kill us one day.
Yo, where to?
University
Yeah,
will kill
I
us,
tell you.
especially if you're a top student, like you never experienced, like what you said, never experienced academic failure.
Yeah.
You just be like, what is this?
Yeah, what is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
I remember my first heart attack when I saw that zero. Because
Yeah.
in computer science, either you get 100% or zero for some of the tests.
Really?
Yes. For some of the tests, you need to get 100%
Yeah.
or a zero. So when I saw that zero, it's like my heart stopped for a beating for 3 seconds.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can.
That's
I can
exactly,
see,
yeah.
So now what are the lessons that you learned from that? Like, or are you still learning them?
I think the lesson that I learned from that is that I'm not exempt from failure.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not exempt from it. I'm not exempt from it. It can catch me too.
Hey.
It's specifically academic failure. You know, I think because I have never experienced before, and because like I performed relatively good, like I get good marks.
Yeah.
So it taught me that you're not exempt. Actually, Sanele
Sure.
Siwe, that it can also happen to you.
And
Yeah.
and let's talk about academic failure.
Yes.
Do you know that you can study and still fail?
In what way?
Like you can study for the exam and still not get the pass.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And for some people, they'd be like, why ungafundi then?
Because
Yeah.
testing is more than just studying. Testing, there's time management involved. You have to be able to deal with the pressure of it all. You have to be able to relay your answer correctly. And not everyone is trained to do that. Maybe that's what we need to be taught. That is, you can study all you want, but you need to be able to be tested, right? In test conditions, right? And for me, I know that doing past papers helps for me. And for that corporations exam, I didn't do any past papers. And look how that turned out for me. So it's
Wow.
like testing is more than just studying. You need to know how to deal with test conditions in a specific time, how to answer questions, how to approach questions, and time management.
Sure.
Yeah.
It does wreck a person, Shem. Academic
True.
failure. Because can I ask? Do you Sane equals academics?
Yeah.
Like, do you seek for academic validation?
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
I am that type of person that seeks for academic failure. And I realized it when that happened. And I was like, I need to reassess how I see myself and where my identity comes from, you know. So yes, I do seek academic validation. Getting a good mark gives me such a good feeling.
I mean, God, it does. Let's
It
be
does.
honest.
It does give me a good feeling,
Yeah,
you know.
it equals you doing your
Yes.
work. Yeah.
But now I think having gone through that, it has made me realize that I'm more than just academics.
Yeah.
My value comes more than from that.
Yeah. I guess you
From
need
my
to-
faith
Yeah.
is where it comes from,
Yeah.
you know. That is where my identity is, you know. And I guess that experience kind of shined the light to me that, girl, do some, you know.
Reevaluate.
And I think that experience shone the light more than ever, that I was seeking like who I am. Yes, God, love him, my savior.
I mean,
yes,
duh, yes.
yes.
But
But it was like, you know, this, and then academic is like here.
they on path.
Then, yeah, you know, and it's not this center, and then academics here. You know, it was like that. But now that I've gone through that experience, I'm shifting it because I'm more than that. And even in life, when you start working, it's not going to be about, for example, how much you get for a specific project that you're given, right? There's complexities that are involved. You need to know how to deal with people. You need to be able to think on your feet and all that stuff. So it's just like that moment kind of recentered how I view things a lot. Yeah.
You know, you know my stories. I think you know a little bit of
Yes,
my
is
stories,
it?
like the failures I've experienced.
Yes.
In fact, you know
You
my
do
academic
share.
journey.
You do share a
Yeah,
lot, which
yeah.
I admire. Yeah.
You know my academic journey. I just want to understand, since you had never at that time before this failure had not experienced, were you relating? Like, were you understanding? Were you empathetic? Like, could you understand the pain that the people
Others.
who, yes, the
Okay.
people who, no, I'm asking, like, before the sub situation, were you understanding when people come to you and talk about failure? You just be like, just go and study and
Okay,
just
yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Correct you on something that you said. I had experienced failure before, like in tests,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it wasn't as significant. Like
It
with
didn't
test,
meant.
it didn't mean that
hear-
long. You know, with the
hear
test, you
what you're
can
saying.
put your socks up and
In
improve
test
again.
two.
So I had
Yes.
failed before,
Okay.
you know, but this one was specifically
Of course,
significant.
yes.
So, in terms of the question that you asked, it wasn't of like, yeah, go study, but I didn't really understand how it felt like. Like, I didn't understand how it felt like to fail.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could understand that. Okay, you were empathetic.
Yes.
But you just didn't know.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. I
Yeah.
just didn't know. You know something when it
Yeah.
comes to you. When
'Cause
it comes to you, then you know it.
Yeah, so now moving forward, how do you like relate to, like, what are the lessons and how do you relate with people sharing? Yeah.
I think now I approach it with genuine sympathy. Yeah, I think that's how I approach it.
Yeah.
I hear it and I listen to whatever someone is going through with so much understanding now, you know, because I went through it myself. Less judgmental, you know, because there are layers of things that lead someone to not do well. So yeah, I think that's how I've approached it. But like, I guess I still need to be exposed to more to kind of
I
kind
hear
of know
you.
how exactly I deal. But I think that's how
Yeah.
I interacted with
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Wow. You know, you said something about you and God and no, your academics and God having the same,
Yeah.
being on the same level.
Yeah, and
you know how often, yes,
yes.
You know, I'm saying, you know how often we judge the Israelites and be like, why are you guys doing idols and stuff like that? Were you not? How did you feel when you realized, oh, actually, my school is my idol also?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because, guys, even the good things can
It
be idols.
is. Oh my gosh. No, it's really hitting me now.
Sorry.
It is an idol.
It is.
Wow.
It can be.
It can be, right?
And I guess God was shaking that. Sane, chonga.
Yes. Can you define what an idol is again?
Literally, it's something that takes the place of God.
Okay.
That has the same place. Like that, basically, you worship it. And you think worshiping is bowing down, and no, worshiping is leaving other things and going to that thing.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
With no fail.
Yes.
And disregarding that worship, instead of going to God, it goes to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you say, I won't go to this part. I won't do
Yes.
this. I won't be doing it because I get busy. I'm doing.
Yeah, I guess it was an idol because it was replacing who I am. You know, it's supposed to seek out the in God and who. Yeah, and it was kind of like maybe 80% God, 20%, you know, academic. But yeah.
Yeah. Now in law school, I know it's competitive, right?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Oh, very.
Yeah. How do you deal with failure there? Or, yeah, in terms of not getting the jobs that people are getting?
Yes.
Like, how do you view yourself, like, there? In terms of failure. I don't know what I'm asking, but I'm just trying to understand how's the failure
environment
in
there.
there. Yes, how you looked at when you fail in law school. Oh, because guys, even the series that I'm watching, I'm already seeing a good.
I don't know, man, how you looked at. Actually, I don't want to lie how you looked at. Let me see how I look at people. Well, I can't. I feel sympathy for people that failed. How you looked at? I don't know. It's like
what's the environment?
what's the environment?
Yeah.
Like the environment at middle is very competitive.
Is it a small class?
Yes, it's small, and I think maybe that's what makes it. It's and it's a kind of competitive that's not in your face, but it's silent.
You guys are competing.
You know that you know that some people are competing with each other.
Are you competing?
Not
or are you
no,
also
no,
in
no.
the competition?
I don't think I'm necessarily, more than anything, I'm competing with my own expectations of myself. I think that's what I am competing with a lot. And I guess with other students, I guess it's like that thing of like, you see someone else achieve what you wanted to, and then it's kind of throwing a figure in your face. But like, I wouldn't say I'm competing with my colleagues. No, I think more than anything, I'm just competing with myself and my own expectations.
Yeah.
But yeah, law school is pretty competitive in a silent way.
In a silent way. I think
In a silent
university
way.
is. Because nobody comes to you and say, I'm competing with you. But you can see, man.
Yeah, and for us, because the law space is pretty small, we compete for firms. Everyone wants to be in the big five. Yeah, so I think that what makes it competitive is because also law is considered a saturated space.
So only a few.
So only a few get through, and every one of this wants to get through to get into the top 5. And so because of that, you have to be the best in order to get to the top 5 when you're competing with so many people. I think that is what makes it competitive. Yes, you have to put yourself out. You have to do well in order to get those opportunities.
And you need to share your achievements, make you seem like you're the best person ever to do the job. LinkedIn. How's your LinkedIn going?
My LinkedIn is going okay. Like, I post, but I don't post as frequently as I think I should. But yeah, I post my experiences, and I think maybe having this conversation now be even more transparent with the failures and what I've gone through.
So I want to know how, from your search, how to deal with failure. What would you say moving forward? How are you going to deal with? Because and I'm not going to even lie to you. There's more to come. More failures to come in life. There are a lot, and I think you need to, I'm not gonna say grow a thick skin, but you need to know how to cope with these failures, or what is your step by steps for you for now, at least now that you've experienced this. How do you moving forward? How do you plan on coping with it?
With it. I think. I thought for me, crying is very important to me.
Hallelujah.
I think with everything, if anything may happen, I first have to cry.
Yeah.
I first have to cry. So just allowing myself to feel those emotions, but then, and be honest with the emotions that I'm feeling, that I'm upset, that I'm not happy and all that stuff, and kind of let it out. And I guess, because I'm also practical, it's like, okay, now what do we do?
What happened?
What happens now? Okay, we reevaluating, how do we move forward? What's our next move? What's the next strategy? I think that's how I'm dealing with it.
And also evaluating what happened.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, Sane, I think we are almost getting to the end of our conversation, and it was such a great one. I just want to know.
Can you ask how you deal with it?
For somebody who's experienced in this department. For me, it comes in seasons. It's very much seasonal. I can't give you a manual for every kind of failure. It depends. Are we talking about personal failures? Talking about friendship failures, like failing in a friend's life, failing academically? But let's just stick to academics. For me, with academics, cry. Honestly, Mina, after I received those marks, I just want to switch off my phone
Cry.
and cry and sleep.
I believe in crying so much.
I need to think about it first.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow when I come back, I believe also.
Yeah.
I believe in crying. Then when I come back, I just sit down and just, majority of the failures, I always attribute them to myself. To be honest, I'd be like, yeah, you knew that you didn't do this part. That's why you failed. You didn't study this part. And why didn't you study this part? It's because maybe for most majority of the times when I don't study something, it's because I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of it because I'm not smart enough to understand it. You know, so I tell myself, no, you need to start with these things that you're afraid of. Ask for help, things like that. So that's how I deal with failure, is first taking accountability of where I went wrong. And then also just congratulating myself, because sometimes I really put in the work and it just didn't amount to be what I wanted it to be. But yeah, that's how I don't think I gave you a step by step, but then that's how I deal with failure.
Can I ask a question then?
Sure.
We talk about how we deal with failure, but how do you deal with success when you do achieve it?
Come on, Sane.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna throw that question back to you.
Yes.
Oh, success is so short-lived. Like celebration, very short-lived.
Yes.
Oh, but I do celebrate it. I do. But it's short-lived, man. It's short-lived and it doesn't stay for too long, okay? That happiness doesn't stay for too long.
Yes.
So how do I deal with success in my life? Like, for example, when I first got my 1,000 subscribers for my channel, I threw a photo shoot.
Okay.
But it was also just, let's get this done and over with.
Yeah.
I don't. I just, yay, next. Thank you.
But the failure sticks, right?
Oh!
And lasts for long.
Even today.
It stings you.
I mean, what happened in grade 8 still
stings you now, yeah.
Sure. And for your side?
Yeah, I think it is so real. Like, success seems short-lived. And I think it's because of our inherent thing of like, okay, what's next? Because I think, for example, for me, I celebrate success. Okay, so for example, I got the job offer that I wanted.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
And I remember like calling my mom, calling my sister. I got it. Like, oh my gosh, that was the job that I wanted, right?
Yes.
And then telling my people also, guys, I got this. Praying to God, thank you. I remember put on music that day and just like giving glory to God, because like I was like, I couldn't have done this without you. And I remember even going to class, I was on a high and I was like, okay, I can do this. Yes, you know. But then it just kind of,
It's just like,
yeah.
And then the failure comes. It's just like, you think about it every single day. You think how people think about you. For me, I think for me, the reason why I care about what people, not care, but why people are always affected, because I'm very public with my things. Like, I have a whole YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So they be like, I always just feel like there's a son here just asking, and then Losisi Lona, why?
You know, can I say something? I think that's all in your head.
It is.
It is all in your head. And I can also kind of understand where you're coming from. Because when I look at your channel, when I'm as an outsider, I'm like, wow, Abungile, she's so courageous, she's so honest, she's so transparent, she's keeping it real, she's not putting around the bush about everything. And I admire that. So it's not a thing of like, oh, Abungile did that. It's all in your head, babes.
It's all in there.
It's all in your head. No one is thinking about you.
Literally, the battlefield is in the mind,
it
guys.
is in
Have
the
you read
mind.
that book, actually?
Which book?
Battlefield is in the mind.
No.
Oh, it's by Joyce.
It is in the mind. It is in the
guys.
mind. And I think I'm also in the process of kind of living outside of my mind. Because when you live inside your mind, you restrict yourself. And it's kind of like, just do it.
I want to leave you with this, that how then we will know if we really like something, if we're not tested in them. Like tested, like for example, like for me, I know that Comsa is not my passion, because of how I tested it, and then when I come out of the test, I was like, nah, it's not the one. And failure is, guys, that's where you get really tested if you're gonna stay or not.
Yes.
So you really need to be tested on your beliefs. So I think moving forward, this is my give you
Yes.
is that please embrace failure.
Yeah.
It's for you to be tested, to be
Yeah.
tried. Do you belong here actually?
Sure.
Yeah. So what do you
No,
think?
I'm taking it. I'm definitely taking
Yeah.
it. This conversation, I don't know, man, just opened something in me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna not just share now the ups, but also share the downs, even though making yourself vulnerable like that is not really nice,
It's
you
not
know?
nice, yeah.
But then it's kind of like just owning your truth and just owning who you are.
Yeah.
And you can never feel bad because it's you. It's you at the end. It's your truth. It's who you are. Own it, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking it. I'm definitely taking it.
Yeah,
And
guys.
I pray to have the courage to do that too.
Yes, and thank you for opening up, girl. And I know it wasn't easy, because talking about failure, honestly, it's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that your friends are gonna see. Oh, actually, yes, I wanted to ask, how do friends deal with failure? Or how do you friends deal with your failure?
I think my friends are very supportive. Very supportive, yeah. I remember I shared with the group. We have a prayer warriors group.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And I shared with them, yeah, guys, like I have a sub.
Sure.
And they're like, no, Sane, it's okay. Like, at least you didn't fail. This is an opportunity to kind of put your foot forward again and all that stuff. So I think they're very sympathetic and they deal with it well. I haven't dealt with a friend that's like, when I failed,
That girl.
it's more of me side-eyeing myself.
Maybe that's what makes failure difficult. It's because you are side-eyeing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because honestly, we know this is part of life. Failure is part of life. But it's just us.
It's just ourselves. Like, we judge ourselves. You know, I don't know. We are worst critics, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. No, man, Sunny, this was great. I really wish it was a longer conversation, because there's a lot that we could unpack.
No, I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
Have another thing like this, invite me again.
Yes.
I want to come.
I will. There are a lot of
again.
other topics that I would like us to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Up until the next one. Bye.